From the moment we are born, the stars whisper secrets into our destiny. And among all the constellations, there is one sign that carries an ancient, sacred key: Libra. Libra is not just a symbol of balance or harmony. It is a divine revelation, a reminder that life itself is more than chaos and more than order. It is a dance of energies, a mirror reflecting both shadow and brilliance. And tonight, I invite you to journey with me into the hidden truths that make Libra one of the most unique spiritual forces in the Zodiac. Do not look away, do not scroll, and do not doubt, because what I am about to share is not ordinary. It is not simply astrology for entertainment. It is a map of the soul, a sacred code designed to awaken something deep inside you. If you stay until the very end, you will not only understand Libra with new eyes, you will feel its energy flowing through your own life, like a river of light guiding you home. Think for a moment. Have you ever felt the urge to bring peace into a storm, to create harmony when everything felt broken, to be the voice of calm when others only spread fire? That is not weakness. That is not indecision. That is the divine signature of Libra moving through you, calling you to embody something higher, something eternal. Libra does not merely live in the stars above. It pulses in your very heartbeat, a rhythm that connects you to the great balance of the cosmos. This is why Libra cannot be understood on the surface. Behind the scales lies a profound spiritual truth, the ability to hold both sides of life in your hands and not break, to see beauty, even in imperfection, and to walk between worlds with grace. This is not an ordinary gift. This is a sacred mission, a soul's responsibility given only to a few, and those who carry it are never truly the same. Tonight, I will reveal 5 spiritual revelations that will not only show you why Libra is unlike any other sign, but will also awaken parts of your own spirit that may have been sleeping. These revelations are not for everyone. They are for the seekers, for the ones who are ready to listen with their hearts, for the ones who know that the unseen world shapes the one we touch. If you are still here, it is because something inside you already knows that truth is about to be spoken. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and prepare to enter the wisdom of Libra like you have never seen before. Before we begin, leave a comment of affirmation below. Write the words, "I am open to the truth." By doing so, you align yourself with the flow of this journey, and you claim your place in the circle of those who are ready to awaken. Balance. Such a simple word, and yet for Libra, it is nothing short of sacred. When we think of balance, we often imagine a scale, perfectly aligned, one side equal to the other. But Libra knows something far deeper. Balance is not about perfection, and it is not about controlling every detail of life. Balance is the art of standing inside the storm, hearing the thunder roar, feeling the winds shake the earth, and still choosing peace within. Have you ever felt torn between two choices, pulled in two different directions, as if the world wanted you to decide right away, yet something inside whispered, "Wait, listen, there is wisdom in the space between"? That is the Libra spirit moving through you. It is not hesitation. It is not weakness. It is the ancient wisdom of patience, the understanding that truth is rarely found in extremes. Libra teaches that the sacred lies in the middle path, the invisible line where opposites meet and transform into something higher. This gift of balance is not just personal. Libra carries it for others as well. When chaos spreads through a family, through a friendship, or through a nation, Libra feels it like a vibration in the soul. The Libra heart aches when harmony is lost, because it was born to restore it. Not through force, not through domination, but through presence. When Libra enters a room, something shifts. People breathe differently. Arguments soften. Hope reappears. It is not magic in the ordinary sense. but it is spiritual power. Think of the scales, not as a courtroom symbol, but as a compass of the soul. One side holds truth, the other holds compassion. One side holds order, the other holds freedom. Libra's sacred balance is the art of holding them both at once, never letting go of either. This is why the Libra path can feel heavy. Carrying both sides is not easy. But the weight is also the blessing, for only Libra was chosen to walk this line between shadow and light with such grace. And here lies the deeper revelation. Balance is not static, it is alive. Just like the tides of the ocean, it moves back and forth. Libra knows that sometimes the scale tips, and that is not failure. It is the dance of life itself. The beauty of Libra is not in keeping things still, but in restoring movement whenever life becomes rigid, in bringing peace back whenever the world forgets it. To live as Libra is to walk the edge between opposites and teach others that harmony is possible even when perfection is not. Balance, then, is not a choice for Libra. It is a calling, a sacred responsibility woven into the soul. When you feel the weight of it, remember, it was never meant to break you. It was meant to awaken you. The scales are not chains, they are wings, guiding you to rise above the noise of the world and remember that peace is not found outside, it begins within. And when Libra remembers this truth, the whole world feels it. Libra holds a mysterious gift that is often misunderstood, and that gift is the mirror of the soul. Unlike any other sign, Libra reflects the truth of the people around them. When someone stands before Libra, they do not only see the surface of who they are, they see themselves revealed in a deeper way. It is as if Libra becomes a sacred mirror, one that shows others both their beauty and their shadow. This power is not always easy, because people do not always want to see the truth. And yet, Libra cannot help but reflect it. Have you ever noticed that people often confess their secrets to a Libra without even understanding why? Or that strangers seem drawn to share their stories, their pain, their dreams? This happens because Libra carries the vibration of trust, of presence, of divine reflection. It is not only about listening with words, it is about holding a space so pure that people see themselves more clearly when they are near. That is the mirror at work, and it is one of Libra's most spiritual powers. But here is where the mystery deepens. The mirror does not only reflect others, it reflects Libra as well. Every connection becomes a spiritual contract, every relationship a classroom of the soul. Libra discovers parts of themselves through the eyes of others, learning, evolving, awakening. This is why relationships hold such importance for Libra. They are not only about companionship, they are about revelation. To be with another is to see yourself more clearly, to remember who you are through the reflection of their soul. This power of reflection is not always gentle. Sometimes it shows people the wounds they try to hide. Sometimes it reveals patterns that they resist facing. But in that discomfort lies transformation. Libra does not reflect to harm. Libra reflects to awaken. Even in silence, even in presence, the mirror of Libra stirs the spirit to grow. It is as though the universe entrusted Libra with this sacred task, to remind others of their true essence, whether they are ready or not. And yet, within this gift lies a challenge. Libra can become so absorbed in reflecting others that they forget their own image. They may lose themselves in the mirror, mistaking the reflection for their own soul. But the deeper truth is that Libra's journey is not about vanishing into the needs of others. It is about remembering their own light while still serving as a mirror to the world. To hold the mirror without losing the self, that is the wisdom of Libra. When Libra embraces this revelation, they become a living reminder that every meeting, every conversation, every bond is more than coincidence. It is a sacred moment of reflection, a chance to awaken, a chance to see the divine hidden within the ordinary. The mirror of Libra is not just for others, it is also the way Libra finds themselves, piece by piece, through every soul they encounter on their path. There is a reason why Libra is symbolized by the scales. It is not only a sign of balance, it is also the guardian of justice, the protector of harmony, and the silent voice that rises when the world drifts too far from fairness. Libra feels injustice like a weight on the soul. It is not just about what happens in courts or laws written on paper. It is about a spiritual justice, a universal order that lives in the invisible spaces of life. Libra senses when something is out of alignment, when truth is being hidden, when harmony has been broken, and their spirit aches until it is restored. This gift is not always visible. Libra does not need to shout, does not need to fight with loud words, because their power moves like a quiet current. Imagine a sword made of light, unseen to the eyes but felt by the heart. This sword does not cut to destroy. It realigns, it untangles, it brings balance back to where it was lost. That is the sacred weapon of Libra, a force of invisible justice, carried with grace and compassion, yet unshakable in its truth. Have you ever noticed how Libra often becomes the peacemaker in families, friendships, or even among strangers? This is not by chance. Their soul is wired to seek balance, to bring calm where there is conflict. When voices rise and tension spreads, Libra instinctively steps in, not because they crave attention, but because their very essence cannot bear the weight of broken harmony. They carry the responsibility of peace, not as a burden, but as a sacred mission entrusted to them by the universe itself. Yet this path is not always easy. To be the keeper of harmony means to walk in the tension between truth and diplomacy. It means knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, when to stand firm and when to bend with grace. Libra's challenge is not to lose themselves in pleasing others, but to embody the deeper justice that comes from the soul, a justice that honors truth while still protecting peace. It is a divine balance that few can hold, but Libra was chosen to carry it. The hidden beauty of this revelation is that Libra's justice does not belong only to themselves. It radiates outward, healing spaces, transforming relationships, and even shifting the energy of entire groups. Their presence alone can turn conflict into conversation, suspicion into trust, chaos into order. Libra teaches us that justice is not cold or rigid, but alive, gentle, and compassionate. It is not about punishment. It is about alignment, about bringing everything back to its rightful place in the great harmony of life. When Libra embraces this role fully, they become more than mediators. They become protectors of the soul's balance. They remind the world that fairness is not simply an idea, but a vibration that holds the universe together. Through them, we are shown that harmony is sacred, and that justice, even when invisible, is always at work, reshaping destiny in silence. There is something almost mystical about the way Libra sees the world. Where others might walk past a simple flower without noticing, Libra stops, feels, and awakens to its silent poetry. Beauty, for Libra, is not decoration. It is transformation. It is the sacred thread that connects the human heart to the divine order of the universe. Libra does not chase beauty as something external. They live it as a vibration, a frequency that heals and elevates everything it touches. Think for a moment about how beauty has power. A song can move you to tears without a single word of explanation. A painting can speak directly to your soul, revealing truths no book could ever capture. A sunrise can silence the noise inside your mind and remind you of eternity. Libra carries this gift within themselves every day. They are the alchemists of beauty, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary, the broken into the whole, the forgotten into the eternal. This is why people are drawn to Libra, often without understanding why. There is a grace in the way they move, a harmony in their voice, a subtle glow in their presence. It is not about physical perfection. It is about the energy they radiate. They carry a beauty that comes from within, one that reminds others of the divine balance of creation itself. To be near Libra is to feel a spark of this alchemy, as if the soul remembers what it had once forgotten. But the truth is even deeper. Libra does not create beauty only to please the eye. They create it to heal. They sense where energy is fractured, where spirits are weary, and they weave beauty into those spaces like a hidden prayer. A kind word spoken at the right moment, an environment arranged with harmony, a touch of elegance offered with intention. All of these are not small acts. They are medicine. Libra's beauty is not shallow. It is sacred. And just as an alchemist turns lead into gold, Libra turns pain into peace through the presence of beauty. They teach us that life does not have to be flawless to be magnificent. Even in imperfection, there is art. Even in chaos, there is pattern. Even in silence, there is music. This is the deeper revelation. Beauty is not something we find. It is something we allow to rise from within us. Libra's soul carries the reminder that the divine lives in the details, waiting to be seen. When Libra embraces this truth, their life becomes more than a path. It becomes a masterpiece. Not because everything is perfect, but because they have chosen to see with the eyes of the heart. To walk with Libra is to be reminded that beauty is not a luxury, it is a spiritual force, an alchemy that keeps the human spirit alive and connected to the infinite. For Libra, the ultimate journey is not found in the outside world but within. From the very beginning, Libra is drawn to relationships, to partnerships, to the dream of sacred union. They search for balance through the eyes of another, hoping to find the missing piece that completes them. Yet, as time moves and experiences unfold, Libra begins to see a greater truth. The love they are seeking outside is actually the love they must first discover within themselves. This is not an easy revelation, because Libra is wired to connect, to bond, to create harmony with others. Their soul craves togetherness, like breath craves air. But life whispers its lessons slowly, and each relationship becomes a mirror pointing back to the self. The heartbreaks, the friendships, the bonds that rise and fall, all of them, serve as signposts leading Libra inward, guiding them back to their own heart. Imagine walking a long road, believing that at the end you will find the treasure you have always desired, only to realize that the treasure was hidden inside your chest all along. That is the Libra path. They must walk through connections, through partnerships, through love gained and love lost, until finally the scales point not to the other, but to the self. When Libra learns to hold their own heart with the same devotion they give to others, they unlock their greatest spiritual power. The path of the heart is not about rejecting relationships or denying connection, quite the opposite. It is about discovering that every true union begins with the inner union of the soul. When Libra learns to love themselves fully, they no longer seek balance through another person. They radiate balance from within. And in that moment, relationships are no longer about filling a void, but about celebrating wholeness. This revelation is both profound and liberating. It means that Libra does not need to wait for the perfect partner or the perfect friendship to feel complete. They are already complete, already whole, already enough. When they recognize this, their relationships transform. They no longer carry the weight of needing someone else to give them what they lacked. Instead, they meet others as equals, as mirrors, as companions on a journey that is already abundant in love. To walk the path of the heart is to understand that self-love is not selfish, it is sacred. It is the foundation of every bond, the root of every harmony, the key to every revelation. And for Libra, this is the ultimate awakening, the realization that the balance they sought in the world has always been found in the quiet rhythm of their own heart. And now, as we stand at the end of this journey, let us take a deep breath and remember the revelations that have unfolded. Libra, the guardian of balance, the mirror of the soul, the keeper of hidden justice, the alchemist of beauty, and the traveler on the path of the heart, carries gifts that are both rare and eternal. These truths are not small details. They are cosmic reminders, etched into the very soul of Libra, placed there by the universe itself as a sacred responsibility and a blessing to the world. Think of the first revelation, the sacred balance. Libra teaches us that true peace is not perfection, but the courage to hold both chaos and calm in the same embrace. Then remember the second revelation, the mirror of the soul, which shows us that every relationship, every encounter, is not random but a reflection, an echo of our own growth and awakening. Recall the third revelation, the keeper of harmony and hidden justice. Here, Libra reveals the unseen sword of light, a quiet force that realigns the threads of destiny and restores fairness where it has been lost. Then the fourth revelation, the alchemy of beauty, reminding us that beauty is not shallow or fleeting, but a spiritual force that heals, transforms, and reconnects us to the divine. And finally, the fifth revelation, the path of the heart, showing us that every journey outward is a journey inward, and that the greatest love story is the one we write with our own soul. Altogether, these 5 revelations form a map of what it truly means to embody Libra energy. It is not a path of weakness or indecision, as some might mistakenly believe. It is a path of strength, of compassion, of grace, and of extraordinary depth. To live as Libra is to live with the courage to see both sides, to reflect truth, to fight for justice in silence, to create beauty where none seems to exist, and to love oneself so deeply that every other connection becomes sacred. And this is where the reflection turns back to you. Whether you are Libra or simply carry Libra's energy in your chart, these revelations are not only descriptions, they are invitations. They invite you to rise above the noise of the world, to vibrate at a higher frequency, to remember that you are more than flesh and bone. You are spirit, you are light, you are a part of the cosmic harmony itself. The journey of Libra is, in truth, the journey of us all. Because we all seek balance, we all long for reflection, we all yearn for justice, we all are moved by beauty, and we all walk the path of the heart. Libra simply reminds us that these are not weaknesses, they are strengths, sacred strengths, that can transform not only individual lives, but the entire collective spirit of humanity. So let this moment stay with you. Let it remind you that you are already whole, that you are already guided, and that the wisdom of the stars lives within your very being. When you look into the mirror, see more than just your face. See the divine spark, the eternal presence, the soul that has chosen to walk this earth with courage and grace. And as we close, carry this truth forward. You are not separate from the universe. You are a reflection of it. You are balance, you are justice, you are beauty, and you are love itself. Walk with this remembrance, and let your light shine so brightly that others are reminded of their own. If this message has touched you, I invite you to continue this journey with me. Watch the other videos on this channel, for each one carries wisdom and guidance to lift your spirit higher and to keep you connected to the divine path. Let us walk together, learning, growing, and awakening, step by step, revelation by revelation, until we remember fully who we are and who we were always meant to be.